While let's stay with Gizbot, we found several good and bad things about the LG G4. Moreover, even leaving the specs out of the side, the device has certain aspects that will win your attention, while the other aspects might hurt you if you are over expecting from it. The device is quite identical to the G Flex 2. Obviously, the curves of the G Flex 2 is much more than the G4. Anyway, the new addition would be the removable leather encased back panel, which is not one of my favorites, but there is also a plastic option available. The plastic covers come in ceramic white, metallic grey and gold. The shape of the G4 is not breathtaking, but when you notice the slight circular bend on the top and bottom side of the device, you will find it to be interesting. The top side hosts a microphone and an IR blaster, while the bottom side of the phone gives a space for headphone jack, micro USB port and primary microphone. On rotating the device, the back panel is something that makes the device a unique one. The leather panel has a stitch running vertically from the center. The innovative placement of the power button, volume rocker, camera, laser autofocus and the dual LED flash are all found here. The loudspeaker is at the bottom left. Upon removing the back panel, you will see a removable battery, micro SIM card slot and micro SD card slots. The card slots are blocked by the battery. LG G4's thinnest point would be 6mm and it is a pretty light device considering the size of the phone at 155 grams. The LG G4 sports a same 5.5-inch LCD display like its predecessors did. However, this one has a sharp Quad HD panel which won't fail to impress you at all. Offering a resolution of 2560 by 1440 pixel resolution and 534 pixel per inch PPI, you can call it one of the best displays featuring smartphone. To put it in perspective, it can give complexion to Galaxy S6 from Samsung and HTC One M9. Also, another addition to the display department is the IPS quantum display, which makes the device, according to LG, 25% brighter and has a 20% wider color range than its previous Quad HD screens on mobile devices. The brightness level is not that best, but above average, and offers a good readability in harsh light conditions as well. Powered by Qualcomm 64-bit hexa-core Snapdragon 808 processor, which is clocked to 1.8 GHz, it can do anything and everything without even slightly blipping. It still has 4 Cortex A53 cores in the little cluster. The other is in this GPU, that is, the Adreno 418. Not just that, but at the same time also the 3GB of RAM successfully makes the device more admirable. According to the company, 808 chip is actually more optimized for the G4 and works to boost the phone's camera, imaging and display performance. While I expected some lags on the gaming front due to the GPU clock, but to my surprise the G4 didn't hang or blip even when I opened quite a lot of apps and then played apps. It did impress me in this area. At times when the device gets heated up, it tends to lag a bit, but that's okay unless it doesn't happen often. While we tested the device using the AnTuTu benchmark tool, it managed to score 45,187 points, which makes the device stand very close to Samsung's Galaxy Note 4. The LG G4 comes loaded with all the goodness of Android 5.1 Lollipop, which means that you will get to see all those small-time tricks of looking at the app page notifications on the lock screen and guest mode. What is pretty much a likable part in this department is the LG's native UI, which is slapped over the Android. The UI complements the OS very well and the result is excellent user's experience. One of the new features that has been added to the phone is the LG Smart Bulletin, which uses the entire home screen to display widgets of certain apps. Other native features are Smart Notice, a digital assistant that shows notification cards, dual window, knock on and more. Camera aspect is basically what G4 is all about. The company has worked quite a lot to offer the best of the photo shooting experience to the users. You can probably say that the G4 has the most advanced camera currently available in the market. The Korean company has in fact upgraded the camera drastically this time. Firstly, there is a larger sensor with 16MP resolution. It's positioned behind a wider lens as well, which lets 80% more light in compared to LG G3. The lens allows you to shoot like a DSLR. The larger lens also offers the camera to recognize the gap between the subject and the background and blur the background. The G4 has also been bestowed with an improved optical image stabilization, which now works with 3 axes. There is a laser autofocus, newly added color spectrum sensor, which detects ambient light for more accurate white balance, and more. Up front, there is an 8 megapixel front-facing snapper, which gives enough quality for selfies. There are basically 3 shooting modes: simple, basic and manual, which are self-explanatory. While you go manual, you can manually set the focus, shutter speed, exposure and ISO. Speaking of videos, the LG G4 shoots video at 2160 pixel resolution and 30 fps. It has a 120 fps slow motion mode at 720 pixels as well, but no 60 fps mode even at 1080 pixels. It offers the complete package that includes 4G LTE for up to 300 Mbps of download and up to 50 Mbps of upload, 3G HSPA, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1 with low energy mode and aptX for better audio streaming. The connectivity option doesn't end here. The G4 further supports NFC, ShareBeam, DLNA, Miracast and micro USB 2.0 port. Not to forget the IR Blaster, which works in team with the Q remote to give you best experience while operating the home appliances. The LG G4 is bestowed with a 32GB of onboard storage, but you will be surprised to know that the handset supports a microSD card slot that can take up to 2TB of additional storage unit. LG has been using the same 3000 mAh capacity cell since the time of LG G2. It should have taken a leap this time around. Due to the increasing technology usage in the device like the QHD display, the larger processor, the company should have at least raised the battery capacity to 3500 if not more. As we use the device with the continuous video playback, the G4 lasted 10 hours and 8 minutes, and the talk time that the phone will offer maximum is 16 hours and 34 minutes. Although the processor is a bit of an embarrassment, but the Snapdragon 808 is not that bad either. The leather back panel may not look premium at times, but it does offer a very good grip to the hands, and at the same time the device is quite handy despite the large 5.5-inch build. It must be said that LG has in fact improved a lot in terms of adding new features to the phone this time. Perhaps the design could have been much better as well. Sadly, the most disappointing part of the device is the battery. It is not premium in terms of value. The Korean company should have spent more time in the battery aspect as well. At the price of Rs 51,000, the LG G4 can ace the premium smartphone market owing to its great imaging capabilities, best display technology and design to some extent. I hope you guys liked the video. If you do like the video, hit the like button and do also subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like us on Facebook, Twitter and G+ as well. Thanks for watching.